What up, guys? So I ended up getting top 500 on the last season, which I'm very happy about. Maybe a little bit surprised, because there was always like the thought on the back of my mind that maybe it's too much, but we did it. I'm sure next season will go much higher, hopefully top 100. There's a lot of time still. I mean, not that much, there's only like a week, but you know what I mean. The season is gonna last a month and we're gonna have all kinds of events in between it, so I'm sure I'll get some new upgrades outside of just the Embrys that I only got like a week ago. But here's a funny thing, so as you guys know, let me move my camera, I've been hoarding up on my resources to try to save up if we get any good events for guaranteed champions or Titan events or anything like that. I've been a good boy trying to play it smart, even though I really want to get some short-term champion pulls, but let's be honest, the main big upgrades outside of couple exceptions would be on the primal shards, and I will definitely always pull them during every 2x event, unless Parium makes some kind of massive change to the game. And also these days we get so much remnants that it's a lot more interesting, and I'm kind of positive that I'll finally pull a mythic soon or something like that. I just hope that it's a good one. But a funny thing happened today, so we have 2x ancients going on. I wasn't planning to pull for it. It's one of those as-seen champions in 10x. I'm pretty sure on Sunday it's not gonna be, of course, so you could just pull for random champions and remove the 10x from the pool. But there is gonna be other events. 2x happens all the time. What are the chances that I pull a Fabian or Rotos or Python out of ancients? That's pretty much all of the champions. That would be a huge deal, so I'm just saving those and using them as a resource for other events to try to go for mythic books or Titan events for champions and so on. I'm saving that, but I accidentally did a 10 pull and I got actually 2 legendaries from the 10 pull. I was gonna do just mystery shards for Quest and I got these. Rockul was actually Faction Guardian's upgrade. Garruk wasn't, because that was my third Garruk, but we're making some progress. Today was kind of accidental progress. I finally got 4 out of 10 on Ogrun. Not that I have any relevant champions in that faction that immediately need it, but I'm sure it will happen at some point. Faction Guardians is still something that I'm kind of working on. There's a couple factions that I really want to get 10 out of 10, like Lizardmen would be pretty important. I'm only 4 out of 10 so far. Anyway, that's it about progress updates on my account. Let's continue with the arena battles. It feels a lot more interesting these days, especially with Green Forest, but all of the other stuff. We definitely get way more resources than before. Of course, that always happens, but Green Forest was like a massive boost in everything. And there's so many events and other things these days. It feels like you can progress a lot faster than you used to be able to. Especially with the Green Forest sets now. I still don't have anyone in 9-piece set. But I am seeing a lot of Mercurial in PvP. It's definitely becoming meta and kind of going as I expected, though it's almost even more popular than I thought it was. But right now the way that people are playing with Mercurial is that, first of all, it's kind of hard to get really good sets at this point anyway, so the fact that we're seeing so much... Oh, he's going for the full assassin and speed team. Interesting. Hold on, let me think about this. Should I go with Necret for the immunity? I don't even remember what this guy does. I think he's like one of the least interesting out of... I only remember Ezio and Bayek. I don't remember this guy at all. I've never seen him in any battle. I think do I go Rotos? If I go Rotos, he's gonna get bombed though. So if I go Rotos, I have to pick Necret. I think we go Rotos and Necret. do I? I think we go modern Rotos and just... Kalalax would be kind of interesting here if I had like any type of blessing. But we'll see what sets he has. So back to the topic, though Kalalax is kind of relevant to this discussion. Right now, we're seeing Mercurial being very common as a 4-piece set. And it's kind of the new Stone Skin or Intercept that people put on like every offensive support champion with some kind of CC or damage. It's like every support already is almost at it. What's going on with this team? Off-season is so different than the live arena season. This team seems kind of like so unsweaty as you can see. It's like Arbiter and 3 new champions that are all legendary. And I'm used to, you know, fighting the accounts with only mythics and everything is +4 and 6-star blessing. This is a bit downgrade, but let's see if we get bombed or not. Anyway, let me move my fat face too, so I'm not in the way. Yeah, I will definitely... Oh, see, we already see... But that's a nuker. How... 9-piece Mercurial, a little bit sus. No, he has two of them in 9-piece Mercurial. See, exactly what I was saying. So, basically Mercurial has kind of become the go-to like immunity, feral, stone skin, intercept, whatever you get, like any of those. It's basically super CC champions use it to avoid getting polymorphed and debuffed and so on. And that's easier to pull off than getting 9-piece set on Reviver, which I think is going to be very popular in game use, and I think maybe after 1 or 2 rotations we're gonna see like might even be more popular or at least as popular as Stone Skin on like tanky Revivers. I think Mercurial is gonna be the go-to set on most Revivers in the future. Definitely Stone Skin and Mercurial are both still great options, but we're gonna see a lot of Mercurial considering how plentiful and easy it is to get, and it's kind of new angle to approach the game. But yeah, I still don't have anybody in Mercurial. I'm really close to getting it on my mod. I just need like 1 amulet, but I haven't gotten any amulet for that faction so far. But I'm really interested and like happy to see like some changes to the meta. Like all kinds of as I was saying, like, you know, bomb champions, Gizma, Comidus, Hilvi, those everything I'm seeing like in 4-piece Mercurial. It's really common. I'm just not really running a lot of those champions on my slow free-to-play account, so it's you're not seeing it a lot from me. But trust me, in the last couple days of the season, I was seeing it like in like every battle. I think this guy is kind of having fun. It's off season and he's playing with the new, I keep saying ninjas, but assassins. He wants to play the assassins. Already has 2 champions. In 9-piece, I'm sure those sets can't be that OP, but I'm still taking my time against him, which shows how good those sets are. It's also gonna be probably issue on a lot of like single target, single hitter champions like Rotos. It's not really great seeing so many champions in those sets, but we will see how we will be able to deal with it in the future, because it's gonna be so common that you have to like figure it out. It's gonna be relevant. We need to nerf Marius at this point. Marius just counters everything. As long as you go first and you have Marius, then that like you countered every type of team there is basically. Okay, maybe like Nice is able to deal with that, but not. Nice is kind of like a special case. I already got one triple speed set on Mercurial, so I think this is gonna escalate because the set is so common thanks to Grim Forest. It's a shield though, and I'm sure down the line I'm gonna get many triple speed shields. I think I have like quite several, I don't remember how many, but I'm pretty sure I definitely have more than 3 on Stone Skin. I think I have 2 quad speed shields on Stone Skin, if I'm not wrong. And I have multiple triples, so it's not gonna be, you know, that rare in the end game, but it's obviously gonna take like a year or 2 before we are in that kind of state. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. He's running Yukimasa and two assassins. He's kind of memeing around. What does that guy even do? Like he's this fuck, the event champion, right? How can I see it? I don't even remember what he does. Okay, block revive, ignore shield, stone skin, and block damage. I don't know why unkillable is not here, but no ignore defense on that. Otherwise, seems pretty interesting skill. Okay, this is kind of interesting too. Buff strip and CC. It's not that bad. The only issue is that it's not tanky and it doesn't have oh yeah, I remember this one. This one I was like, Ensnare seems kind of useless. It doesn't seem that interesting. Okay. Kind of like a fun champion, but not tanky and not you actually don't have crazy damage, so it's not. It's definitely not gonna be like popular in arena. I was also thinking about it that now that we have like, was it 8 days until the next season starts, I don't want to try hard too much on the off season. I'm gonna play with my normal stuffs on this this session, but I think I need to do some kind of thematic meme fighting and maybe test some new strats, even though it's kind of hard to do these days because, you know, you can't move relics and stuff all the time, and it's, you know, you kind of need blessing on any kind of champion that is nuker or uses accuracy or resistance, or, you know, you want the set effect or the blessing effect. So basically you can't really run anything without blessing anyway. But I'll try some stuff off season. I want to do a video about Harima, because if you have paid attention to my current videos, I'm not using Harima all the time, but I think Harima is like 100% win rate in the last 2 weeks, and I think I maybe did like 5 battles with her, and she won every battle. But she's not something that I will whip out very often, just to counter teams with Siegfried and like ignore defense usually. But I'm running her in like a just tank build. She's not damage stealer at all. But that's almost I don't think that's like an off-season video. That's more for the actual season, because it's a bit memey, but it's kind of try hard actually. Is he gonna whip out Leonardo? Maybe. I could almost go for Rooster here. Should I go Necret and Rooster? Let's try it. The thing about going for the Rooster to... Oh, Ezio. Huh. I almost want to ban Ezio though, but I got the Necret, which is kind of good against this. Should I go for Marius ban? This is like I think a risk way to deal with this. Like, we can definitely lose this way, but we have Bolster. Am I bugging out? We have Bolster, we have immunity from Necret if it doesn't get banned, we have Predator passive. I think we have really high chance to survive the bombs, so let's go. And of course Polymorph. If you guys have any suggestions I should try some kind of epics or off-season stuff, let me know in the comments, because I want to do something like that. But when the season starts, maybe I want to do like a Harima video when I get when I get battles where she seemed relevant. I mean, I mentioned about her build before that she's in like just bolster and immortal, kind of like a Nakarada or Vogot or UDK build, something along those lines, and it's actually surprisingly effective against Sieg runes and those kind of teams. And I think the surprise factor is like a big part of it. They're not expecting it to be to give like a bolster to my team and be in 3-piece reaction and not die easily. Fuck. Is he doomed? Okay, we're good. We're good. Wait, that guy doesn't... I have to double check. Ezio doesn't do like a self-attack buff. Or does he? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of ruled Ezio out of the... Yeah, he doesn't do self-attack. Out of the occasion. I know he's usable, he does bombs, you get blessing on him, you know, poison and bombs are not bad in the current meta. And also not boss him. What's the Bayek? Him and Bayek may be usable, but I'm not too phased by them, I'm not gonna lie. I think people want to, you know, for new champions to be relevant, that if you say something is not OP or that it's like mediocre or anything else, then it's like great. People are gonna get sad, and I'm gonna get comments and saying, but you know, he's usable, you know, Ezio can do bombs, bombs are good, you can get blessing, you know. I know, but it's not that big deal. Obviously with off-season, you can get away with a lot of things. After the season ended, I had like, I think 4 battles left, like tokens to do 4 battles, and I did 4 battles on the next time slot after the season ended, just to, you know, play those games, and people were like whipping out arbiters, and I think I even met somebody using like an epic champion. Mitä? Okei, ai kelle? Kelle? Okei. Okay, moving on. I got the pizza delivery there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that people are, you know, we're meeting different kinds of people during the off-season. During the season, if you do a little bit games and keep up with the points, we meet Mega Whales and Giga Tryhards, some kind of combination between those two. Maybe some people are less Krakens than others, but in the off-season, we meet like everyone, including your, you know, casual average gamers, and the bar, like, is shockingly like way lower. Fuck. Just go mod. I kind of got used to duking it out with the big boys during the season, and I forgot how much easier the battles are in off-season. I mean, this is not like a terrible team, but during the season, like, nobody would pick Arbiter. Arbiter, like, I'm not saying it's not usable, but I did not see like a single like strong account use it during the season. There is better ones. Arbiter is kind of usable in speed teams, but there is the power creep has hit an Arbiter. In off-season, I'm meeting Arbiter like maybe more than 50% of battles. She's very common actually. So I hope that this... I don't think on this session we're gonna get like desperate battles. I hope we just relax and get a massive win streak and get a little bit ego boost that we don't deserve, but you kind of forget, or it's hard to visualize or, you know, realize how big there is like level gap between... We're still in gold 4, you know, this guy has 13,000 points, but people are whipping out stuff like Arbiter, and just general they have way weaker gear, not to, you know, this guy or anyone specifically. Specifically. What's the word? Not specifically. Not to point anyone out specifically. But yeah, people have way worse gear also off season, or when you're not fighting against the no life tryhards like I am. But yeah, there's definitely like what do I have? Oh, you can't see previous battles. There's definitely like an invisible barrier. Like, let's rule out the first teams because there's like Ezios and stuff. Even the second team, if you took out the Ezio and then there was some really meta mythic champion, these would almost be like a team that you could meet during the season, but the gear level is definitely noticeable. Same with the last battle, like all of the battles today. Oh, we got the clanmate. I don't think this is like a, I think this is like a 100 million player power account. I don't think he's free to play. So maybe just when I was talking that people are goofing around in the off season, I think this is like a sweaty account. So I think we will get some real battle. Okay, he's going like ultra speed boost team. He picked Marius and 2 turn meter boosters right from the bat. I wish we would get something like Valkyrie, like a new and improved and power crept version of her. That would be interesting, and for instance in this battle. What do I pick? I think I don't go Rotos in this battle. I think I go Marius. Not Marius. I think I go Empress. Marius, not Marius. Valkyrie back in the day. Oh, fuck. Should I whip out the Siegfried? I don't think Siegfried is gonna be enough. I'm almost tempted to. I mean the Harima and then Marius. Okay, let's try it. Let's see how we're able to deal with this. Of course, the Siegfried is gonna hit insanely hard. And this is the, you know, the modern power creep that he's picking like a team that is like, you know, 1 support and 4 revivers. But I mean, 1 support and 4 nukers, but 3 of the nukers are revivers, so... And I guess the meta build on Lazarus, as I'm sure this guy is gonna do as well, the Lazarus is gonna be really fast, with crit rate, but not really like... It has damage, it can kill people, but it's like a support or fast turn meter booster. Okay, starting out strong. We get 1 more dodge, maybe we can even kill her with that, or him. Lazarus is a male, I'm pretty sure. There's a lot of obscure champions in this game that you don't know what they are. Okay, I think we just go straight to the second form. His team is not tanky, even though he has like multiple tanky champions, and our base can be built as like a super tanky champion, but that's not really the meta way to go. It's like a really heavy speed team actually. Offensive speed team, kind of squeezy. Obviously there is also not just a champion gap and level gap between players, but if I learned anything now fighting... Ah, fuck, everybody got stunned, fuck me. I wish like we would have gotten like a Wand or Polymorph proc. If Predator got a turn there, that would have been great. Now we lost Whale and everything. I don't think I have enough accuracy on her. I need to get more accuracy on this build, to be honest. I like the build, but a little bit more accuracy would help. Okay, weak hit, let's go. Predator does not have the passive anymore, even though he hasn't taken... Ah, okay. Even though he hasn't taken a turn, but fuck. Okay, I think this battle is kind of over. But maybe not. I think we go A2 and not gamble with the A3. We don't have Whale, so... Siegfried is probably gonna resist the Hunter's Case. Ah, okay, not even close enough damage to... Wait. I'm confused. Did Siegfried proc the passive before? Did he proc it against Embrus before? Okay. I think it's still over, but let's see. So what I was saying is that definitely there is like a lot of people playing live arena, and actually not all of them are like super especially tryhards, or some of them are more casual than others. I definitely need to do more videos about like builds and gear, because I think that... Okay, we still lost this one. I don't think changing other form would do anything. we're burned, and if we go other form, then we're just, you know... I mean, I can try, but I don't think that's gonna help. We can try to CC them, but we're gonna lose the passive. Some people are running like very not meta builds. Fuck. And he procs the band when I needed it. Fuck. We go A1. That's the only well, it's over. Anyways, I think if I proc band on Predator when the Knight stunned everybody, I would have had really good chance to win there. Or if anybody proc something, if everybody didn't get CC'd. Like, it's very apparent to me after playing the last 2 seasons to the max rewards and the last season to like top 420, I think I was. There is very clear meta. Like the big boy accounts, there is very little variation on the builds. People are actually pretty much running the same thing, even though there's so many champions these days with all the mythics and relics. But there is definitely kind of like orthodox builds and playstyle, and people pretty much go by the books, and you don't see anything surprising very often. Like couple times I saw Resistance Leonardos and Helicats, which were very interesting, and some other stuff. But off-season battle, the more casual players, the builds are definitely not as sweaty, so maybe there is maybe it's not as obvious to all of the no-lifers out there about the builds. Maybe that sounds a bit douchey, but that's definitely how it feels to me. Because I do, you know, the accounts that are playing here, I think we go for the, yeah, double Bolian Reviver. Like, the accounts that we meet on off-season, I'm sure they are generally weaker, but a lot of them, they're old accounts and they have high player power. So I think they have like untapped potential on their accounts. Maybe more so than the sweaty tryhards during the season. I'm like almost certain the account we just lost to definitely finish top 500 in the last season. Maybe even top 100. I wasn't paying attention to it. But we totally could have won it. I say that after every battle, but I think it was close. It was really close. Okay. I almost could go Rotos and Sulfuran, but I don't know if I'm gonna regret this. What about Harima and Carnage? Yeah, let's play around a bit more. I was just saying that I need to play with epics and have some fun. Let's try this in this battle. This wouldn't really be what I usually pick. I don't think I ever drafted this team, but I want to see how it goes. Okay, bombs. I don't think we're even gonna go for the Knishak ban in this instance, but I'm thinking UDK or Armans, but we go Armans ban. Okay, let's see the power of Carnage. It's kind of funny because I think was it on my maybe second last video, and I'm not saying he's like wrong, but like I feel like my Carnage gear is not that crazy. Oh, he banned it. What? My Carnage gear is not that crazy, and I kind of want to work on it. And it feels weird to not build a champion in lethal. But one guy was saying that I need to reduce the attack on my Carnage. It would be better if he did even less damage, so that I don't kill champions with 1 or 2 hits too easily, and it would take 3 hits to kill somebody with the A3. It's a weird meta. I definitely Carnage has a lot of potential, and I think that's one of the champions that I have not fully tapped on the potential of him either, and I need to figure out how I can get him work, like how he survives, how he ideally gets the enemies boss stripped by somebody else, so that he can actually open with the A3 on the first turn, which often I'm not able to do. Okay, that's a pretty easy one. He kind of underestimated the Predator. That's one thing, by the way, as if I wasn't glazing enough. One thing I want to say, which was very apparent, especially if you compare like them, like let's say my last 2 live arena videos to like let's say the 4th or 5th last one, like the ones that I took instantly after I came back from Embrus vacation, let's put it that way. The sweaty whales and tryhard no-life top arena players, they definitely are way more hyped about Predator than even your like you know, active arena players that are not as sweaty. At the higher end, he gets first picked almost every battle, and he's banned most times I get him. I feel like he's probably, like, I haven't checked the numbers, but probably like 50% ban rate when I get him picked. He's very often banned. Just like a slightly lower tiers, even though, you know, they're still not mostly free-to-play players, I'm pretty sure most of these people do have Predator. Very rarely do like lower tier or even mid-tier players first pick Predator, and he gets through in the games all the time when I pick him, and they sometimes, you know, ban Rotos or something, you know, I pick Predator and, I don't know, Embrus, and they ban Embrus, and I'm like shocked. How did you let me have Predator? But people still underestimate Predator. I think it's kind of contributing for that is that, like I said, he has way bigger usage rate among the really hardcore arena players, and a lot less outside of it, so people are not they haven't gotten destroyed by him as often as those people. I think he's still like a priority pick, that he's usually one of the players is gonna pick him on their first pick turn. That happened to me at the end of season, like every battle, and is also like a priority ban. I said this before, and I'm sure tons of people are gonna disagree. Should we go Embrus and not Rotos? Let's try Embrus. I probably would normally pick Rotos here, but let's go Embrus and ban the Carnage. I still think, honestly, that Predator is the second best nuker in the game after Nice. I know that sounds like shocking, but it's really not that shocking. Like when I say that to like the sweaty people, they often agree, or they're, you know, I think like, you know, maybe Commodus or Gizmoak is better, but you know, there's not really a lot of disagreement. But some people are gonna get like super shocked still when I say it, but I honestly think he's the second best nuker in the game for PvP, and not that much off from Nice. You can definitely win Nice in with Predator. I've had many battles where nobody else in my team gets a single turn, and Predator wins the battle solo, including against teams where they have, you know, Nice and Galatir and all kinds of crazy things. Okay, here we're not really we didn't have the fat bolster from Duchess, and we didn't proc the passive, so not the best start, but if I can get a turn here, I could... Wait, did he get locked out or not? Okay, at least we got a dodge there. Okay, please, please don't enfeeble Predator. Okay, great. Damn, almost killed the Marius. Never mind booking Empress, but if he just had slightly better clips, and his clips are not high right now, that would definitely have been enough damage. Are we gonna lose the battle because I didn't do enough damage to Marius? That would be a bit sad if I do. I think that's literally gonna cause the battle. Because they're so low health, I would have gotten multiple turns here if I... Oh, we got the band proc. But can I get a single turn on him anymore? I think we still lost. Yeah. Come on, don't get feared. Huh? Wait, I should have done the A1 instead of that. Now I have to win 2 coin tosses in a row. I played that dumb. Okay, we got this. I think we got this. He has 3 supports. Dude, I'm so dumb. I should have done A1. I know. Roast me in comments after that. I deserve it. I gambled. I made it harder for myself than it had to be. Do we have a chance? Like, he still has the passive, and if he ever gets a turn and we can do A3 again, we're gonna be able to heal. But okay, let's see. Maybe he's... Looks like he's still kind of killing me with the supports. If I could get like 1 turn here before he dies, that would be great, but I don't think he's gonna, yeah. Not gonna. He definitely... definitely put out a good battle. Predator didn't dodge as well at the start that I wish he would have. And Maud is still kind of my, you know... Her build is not great. I need to get her in Mercurial. I just don't have it yet. And also, you know, Fabian is kind of worthy ban. Fabian does so much. Damn, I almost wanna take a bite of the pizza before it gets cold. I don't think I ever ate before on any streams or anything. Ah, fuck my life, it's not cut. I can't eat it, it's not cut. Fuck me. I have to eat it when it gets cold after the video. Fuck. Okay, I have to cut that out. I had to quickly devour one part of the pizza before the battle started, and it wasn't cut, so it was a bit messy. Anyway. I've been using Oella a lot in Chimera, but I think this is the first time I ever see anybody pick it in live arena. The Rotos Death Dealer is just I'm never gonna grow bored of it, and people just don't see it coming. I think because of that they often feel easy about Rotos with matchups where they're running a lot of Force Affinity champions, like this guy with 2 nukers. But it's not issue at all. Anyway, that was a little bit anticlimactic battle. This guy, yeah, 2023. He's a lot newer account than mine. That's also, by the way, one good thing about now. When we got Green Forest and like a new strong set, Mercurial, it's not too hard to grind for it. So let's say that you can't like clear every room. Maybe you can't get the goblin rooms, but you still grind most of the Green Forest every season. You're not gonna be really behind much of the other people. As long as you keep up with the current grind of the new set Mercurial, which is gonna be meta for years to come, I'm sure. You're gonna be in the same level of, you know, gear as the top accounts. So that's definitely opportunity for newer players to kind of close the gap and become stronger in comparison to other people in PvP. Okay, another interesting matchup. Maybe I'll just go triple Nuger against this guy. I can't try hard too much when I'm seeing Arbiter in every other battle. To be honest, maybe I should use my Arbiter more. She's always built and she's in my list, but I just don't pick her too often. Sometimes I do, but very rarely. On most videos I don't pick her once. Oh, I was thinking about picking Sulfuran, but I wanted to see what he picks first. So he went with a team that only has one nuker. I don't know if it would be like a jerk move to like call him out on it and ban it, because I think I will win. I almost want to do it for content. What do you guys think? Would it be like a jerk move here to ban his snooker? Or should I just play it normally? Let's just play it normally, but I feel like he's I don't think this guy misclicked. I think he was making like a team with tons of CC. And you know, wanted to almost force that battle, but let's play like this. We have Predator and Mod, and one nuker in Stone Skin. And plus Polymorph, of course. So we have quite and Vans too. Both of the nukers are in Wand. So we have like tons of variables that could prevent us from, you know, getting screwed. Oh, there's another 9-piece Hilvi in Mercurial. I feel like this should be fairly easy. But of course we can always lose almost every battle. There you saw the nice thing I was talking about in my Predator guide. By the way, watch it if you still are getting into Predator and haven't played it a lot. It was really good guide. I meant like full in detail if I say so myself, but as you saw there right now, Hilvi did 2 counter attacks. I mean, Predator did 2 counter attacks against Hilvi when she took a turn. One of them was the passive, and one was Deterrence Mastery from Defense 3, which might surprise other people that how can you proc 2 things at the same time. Because you can't proc like the Deterrence and what is the other counter attack. You normally can't get like 2 counter attacks at the same time, but the passive I guess is just coded differently, so quite often if they use some kind of AoE CC, which most of the CCs are gonna be AoE, so AoE Fear or Stun or something like that, the only really relevant single target one is gonna be like Polymorph. But Predator has pretty good chance to not get CC'd just based on the passive alone, but then he's also in Wand, so especially when he hasn't taken a single turn, he has very high chance, like 60% from passive and 45% of the wand not to get CC'd. I know it's not like additive, but it's, you know, we're closing in on like almost like it's much more likely than not that you're not gonna get CC'd by AoE CC at the start. And if everybody else gets feared, then there's a really good chance that you're gonna counterattack. And I think it makes sense on Predator, because in practice the Deterrence counterattack actually procs pretty often, and getting like full extra A1, especially against the type of teams that use a lot of CC, like squeezy speed teams, it can make all of the difference. Sometimes if you proc a Helm Smasher and you proc Deterrence against squeezy Fabian, that might be enough by itself to one-shot it from full health, but 2 counterattacks definitely should be, unless they're like proccing some kind of massive shield or it's in like a 4-piece Mercurial or something like that, which I think is gonna be increasingly common. But I think that that Deterrence proc can definitely make the difference and win you some battles sometimes. I'm losing my voice is cracking a little bit. One thing I need to do is that I need to get another kind of not as bomb scary nuker like Predator. Predator is the one that I have, because I used to be running Narses in Polymorph and, you know, reaction and cruel like Predator basically. No stone skin. Would be good to have 2 of those for bomb teams. I think I want to pick Nakarada again. Because in this battle I really don't want to go for the Comidus ban. Wait, I am almost tempted to use Tormin, but that's not gonna work. Imagine if I pick Tormin and then he bans Predator, which he should do. I'm so screwed. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, Carnage or Armans, which one are we gonna ban? Honestly, I think we'll go for Carnage. Nakarada would be a lot better if he had Polymorph, but there's no way I'm gonna get 6-star blessing on Nakarada in the current state of things. I think I actually pulled a 4-star soul on him. I don't think I bought that with the tokens. I think I just straight up pulled it, which is good. But unless I pull 6, he's never gonna get Polymorph. Oh, is that, I think that Armand is in like Feral? Maybe it's like a 6-piece Feral. Maybe not, but might be. I wonder if people are just gonna build Comidusas in 9-piece Mercurial in the future. I think, why not? Might as well. I'm sure everybody is not gonna do it, but I think we will eventually start to see that quite a bit. My bad for the sounds. I hit my microphone stand and it kind of scrambled it. Okay, AoE nuke or block revive him. I think we go AoE nuke. Mode passive is useful here. Dude, I really can't wait to get my mod in 9-piece Mercurial. I think it will be so much better because her being so squishy and not insanely fast is kind of making her... Fuck, we don't have whale up. I can't go for A3. It's kind of limiting her potential a little bit. Sometimes she's very impressive and sometimes she just gets one-shotted on the first turn, and I complain about her being so squishy. Oh fuck, we got Van Brock. Fuck, maybe I should have gone for the A3 after all. I'm starting to regret not getting rid of that Empress. To be fair, we got the Life Harvest proc, so he's running 2 health scaling nukers and lost a lot of damage because of it. Please don't get CC'd. Okay, good. As long as we can get one more turn with Predator, with the whale up, I think the game is locked in. Come on, oh fuck. Okay, we're good, we're good. As long as he doesn't do like A3 after that and get double turn, I think we're good. I think it's over. Again, obviously, the team was kind of strong and, you know... Oh, it's really old account. Look, the team was really scary looking, but, you know, he wasn't like 6-star blessing on everybody, and I'm sure some of the other people are gonna have better gear and relics and stuff than this guy. But the team itself is a very, very potent one, and one that I have trouble with. I know I always glaze Galatir and say that I really want to get him, because he would be great on my account. Of course, Theodosia is great too, and I think probably most people would say that Theodosia is better than Galatir. I don't know about most people, but most of the... let's say, most of the people that I talk with, which are generally like hardcore arena players, they think Theodosia is even better than Galatir. And some of the battles against Theodosia can be super annoying, and she can be kind of like unkillable. Often they pair her with like Grixia or anything that can reset the cooldowns, but Grixia is kind of the most common one. And she just endlessly... you have endless, like actually endless unkillable on your team, and then she's also putting Stone Skin on herself, and she can be so annoying to deal with if you're fast enough and you got some other CC to deter the enemy or cooldown reset or something like that. That wasn't quite like that, but sometimes the Theodosia just makes it so that you can't kill the enemy team. I know Rotos can deal with that, but Rotos is not as common. I pick Rotos, but in general Rotos is not the most common meta pick. And there is not too many champions that can deal with that. Maybe the Garol buff that was announced. I guess I'm very curious to see how popular Garol is actually gonna be. Is it gonna be kind of like on the level of, let's say, Hilvi? Or is it gonna be actually like really meta-defining, very popular champion? I'm kind of undecided about it yet. I wanna see how it plays out. Oh, by the way, I forgot to look it before. I was saying that I need to double check how much this how much player power this guy has. Yeah, it's 100 million player power. That's a lot. I kind of wish we would have won that battle, but it is what it is. It's not like quite like winning against Panda, but it would have been a random fun win against a crazy account like that. But yeah, this is a promise. I'm super locked in on the next season. Next season, top 100 for sure, or at least, even if I don't get it, but I'm, you know, there's not gonna be a 2-week break next season while I wait for some fusion event to end or something like that. I think I can do it next time. And I think more likely than not, I'm gonna get the Mercurial set on mod by or during the next season. I think we have like weekday left or something. I have to double check. When is the Green Forest season ending? I think we're kind of getting to the end part, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks left, but we're gonna get the new season during next live arena season. So many seasons. He has the last pick, but this kind of looks like a Carnage battle. I mean, not Carnage, I mean Sulfurion battle. I think we go Empress, not Kalos. We go Empress and Sulfurion. I hope he doesn't have like a fast Sifi or some lockout champion or something. I really want to go for Fabian ban. Okay. Oh well. He can cut in with Lamasu, which he's gonna do. Oh, he bans Sulfurion too, makes sense. We still got one CC champion though, so I think we're good. Would be fun if we get some kind of Vulcanos event at the same time that there's something that I really have to go for, like a fusion or you know, Titan event or something like that. I really want to pull for Vulcanos, but if it's just like a random Vulcanos event and there's no other reason to do it, I don't think I can, because I wanna save my shards and be smart about it, but I would really want to get him. I'm not sure if he would completely change my account, but it would be very interesting to play with him and see what we can make out of him. He's, you know, he's used and people respect him, but it's not like he's that popular. He's quite rare champion. I see him regularly, but when people talk about top champions, they're not gonna bring up Vulcanos, but nobody is gonna say that he's like a bad champion or anything like that. I think maybe there's a chance that I could unlock some hidden potential, because I'm picking Duchess every battle anyway, and nobody does that like in top 500 of live arena, let's say, or even top 1000 or whatever. There is maybe a couple people that do pick her because they don't have like good accounts, but even in top 500, I don't know if there's anyone there. But Duchess is not a priority pick, to put it mildly. But I pick her in every battle, so I feel like I'm already primed based on that to use Vulcanos, and also my teams already are kind of you know, I'm playing with mod and go second strats, so. And that would be another way to try to get rid of the stone skins. Sometimes, even if they have like some really fast champions that go first, they are gonna have like a mix of slow and fast champions or champions in 6-piece stone skin. And it's really annoying if you can't hit anything. And you're just gonna, like, they go first and then you go and you also still can't do anything yet. And if you have to wait like them taking 2 turns by the time that you can do anything in the battle, it's probably over at that point, and him proccing burns and buff stripping or destroying the stone skin that way would actually probably be quite relevant in many of my battles. I keep saying that I'm saving on my like shards and everything else, like souls and shards. I'm super pent up, I wanna pull, but I'm holding until we get a good moment. The thing is that currently we have the Assassin event still going on, I think for like a week or two. And I'm sure we're not gonna get like a super crazy new guaranteed champion or a Titan event like a week after that. So probably it's gonna be maybe like a month until we get anything new like that. And by that time I'll be even more pent up when I'll even have more champions, and maybe that thing is not relevant for me. Maybe it's like way worse than Hilvi. So we'll see about it. Almost. Fuck. I go Rotos. And ban the Carnage, not the Comidus. But if I were to pull something good on the shards during the normal events, it would of course be great, and I could always potentially make big gains, so I want to pull, but I need to wait. I used to just pull pretty much on every 2x, or most of them at least, and on every like 1+1 event. Maybe I'll do 1+1 events. I'm sure we'll get like a new 1+1 event next week or very soon. Maybe I'll do one of those. I have enough shards, I think that I can go for that and have some to spare. Okay. Unfortunate. The thing about Wand that the chance is quite high. Usually people don't have it at max rank, so let's say it's between 40 to 50% chance to proc it, usually 45. And that's quite high chance. It feels like it never procs on your account and it always procs on enemies, but it's quite high chance to proc it. I wonder if they would ever considering nerfing Wand. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibilities, because they have nerfed other relics before, and I don't know. What do you guys think about that? To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, if I was like on Plarium like development team and I was in charge of like balancing the game, and I was being like objective, I would nerf it. From that perspective, I'm not saying I want Wand to get nerfed, because I don't. But if I was in the balance team, I don't think it would be controversial. I think definitely we should nerf Wand of Submission. But I don't think they are as I don't think a balance is the main or only concern of Plarium, of course. But sometimes they still do nerf things, so it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get a 10 battle. Fuck. Arman's doing polymorph on Auto was unfortunate. Often he doesn't do it when they have like one champion left and it's not full health, but I don't understand how the AI works with his A3, to be honest. What I was saying is that it's not like we haven't gotten 10 battle win streak so far. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it today, but the losses are kind of you can clearly see the difference comparing now to the season. Again, these teams don't look like terrible. Like this team, good outside of, you know, Sifi is actually not that meta, and Arbiter is kind of like never used in the top echelon of like live arena meta, but still it's a strong looking team, but it was fairly easy. I'm sure he probably doesn't the gear is kind of on the average side compared to what we're used to. And a lot of these teams are not that scary. Like, let me think about it. This is the type of team that I might see on the season, but even this would usually be without Fabian. I mean, without Armans and with Fabian. So I would not even say this is like a meta team. This is almost like meta. And I'm talking about, you know, I'm talking about the top dogs that I actually have a lot of champions and they're only running the best of the best. Even this team would not really be a team that we would have seen on the season. Yeah, I think the only team here, Stefan, this is like the only team that would be like a full meta slay with top champions and so on. I think just looking at the color kind of gives it away that it's so much red, both in terms of the champions and the blessings. But this is like the only meta slave team. During the season, though, we would kind of mostly see the same stuff. Like Marius, Embrus, Fabian, Galatir, Comidus, Kismak, Theodos, those kind of things. Nice, of course. Event champions like Krixia or Maritska or Niamhe, which are all insanely good, and I would still put them in S tier. Maybe we should put them in like A tier based on the meta, because I don't think those champions are picked a lot less than the meta champions, even though they are all very powerful and considered the best at what they do and are, you know, game breaking and super powerful. Those are definitely picked way less than champions like Fabian or Embrus, at least, you know, at the high ranks of Live Arena ladder during the season, like in the sweaty meta scene. What you guys think about that? If I make a Live Arena tier list and I put what were the champions? Niamhe, Maritska and Krixia. What if I make a tier list and I put them in A tier? Are you guys gonna get triggered? I feel like, you know, they should be S tier, but based on the usage, maybe they should actually be A tier. Or maybe there needs to be like SS tier on the next tier list video that I make. I don't think I made a single tier list since I came back. I've been too casual. Okay, I'm convincing myself. I think I need to make like a tier. I'll do it like Sunday or Monday. I want to make a tier list video. Now that the last season is like fresh in my head, and there's probably gonna be some small changes in the future because of the Mercurial set. I think now is good time to make it, both in terms of the meta and in terms of like I have a lot to say about it, so I'm sure if I put like Maritska, Niamhe and Krixia in like A tier, I'm sure I'll hear about that in comments. I kind of want to see what happens if I were to do it. I think people's heads are gonna explode. Again, if I had Maritska, I would put it in S tier. It would be like one of my most wanted champions. And she definitely gets used, and so do all of those, Niamhe and Krixia. They are not like rare champions, but I would say they are like uncommon champions in the top meta, if that makes sense. They're not like priority picks in every battle, even though I feel like people generally consider them like best of the best or OP or something along those lines. I think we should just go for the kills on nukers. We're not gonna end this battle in a couple turns anyway. I don't think the A2 this might not be enough damage, but... Oh, wait. No, we don't get Ward proc. If we would have gotten like Ward proc after that, it would have been perfect, but everybody's alive. Anyway, he has Mariska, so he can cleanse the destroyed health, but it's still gonna be a little bit... Okay, not that annoying. I think he's just gonna do it instantly though. Fuck. He was gonna do that anyway, or she wouldn't have done it, but if everybody was alive, she would have done it, but because Marius is dead, she probably would have saved that for later. But it was still worth it. But yeah, if you look at the videos I did at the end of the season, the champion pool that people were picking was almost, even for me, I think we go H3, just get rid of the Marius. It was surprisingly narrow. There is very few champions that we see the same champions in every game, even though there is quite many champions that would generally be considered like guard tier outside of the really common picks. And I'm not talking that, you know, Arbiter or Empress are guaranteed champions and everybody has them. It's deeper than that. I mean, Empress is common pick, don't get me wrong. So is well, Arbiter is definitely not, but Empress is common pick, Fabian is common pick, but they are also really good. It's not I'm sure it has like something to do with their how often they are picked, but even if they were not, like, if Empress wasn't guaranteed champion, people would still use him a lot if they had him, so. I was just talking about the block revivers in a video the other day, and I was not, you know, I said something negative about Joan and put her in the same tier as those other squeezy block revivers like Mesomel and Initve, and I was getting a little bit flack about that from a couple people. But Empress, very common champion, he does multiple other things than block revive, but he also does do that, so it kind of makes, you know, do you really want to use Mesomel for block revive when you could just block revive somebody with Empress A1? I know Mesomel is gonna hit harder with her nuke and she can ignore Stone Skin and so on, but Empress can do like 15 things, including block revive people, and on a like semi-tanky champion that can survive the battle for a few turns, often people are gonna lose their Stone Skins and reactions. And Aftershock Elite, I remember this, wasn't this the clan that Scratch used to be in, and everybody was, I didn't even know that clan was still in the game, because they made the Eternal Titans years ago, and that disbanded years ago. I thought this clan died maybe like 4 years ago. Fuck, I lost my train of thought with that. I think, wasn't Aftershock Elite like something that all of the content creators were in or something like that? I think they were like trying to promote it as a team or something like that. It's not, I'm not sure if it's related to Ash's like company. AMG, is it like Aftershock Media Group, Aftershock Elite? Maybe this clan was like related to Ash's website or something like that. I feel like Ash also had his own clan though, even back then. I'm not sure if they are related. I feel like they are, but I feel like Ash always had his own clan and wasn't in this. Anyway, not relevant, but an interesting name to come up with. I want to see Woos in that clan after this battle. Is there any content creators in it or no? Okay, he's going full speed team. I think we might I don't think we're gonna go for Grixia ban. Maybe even Mario's ban. I'm almost tempted to go like Maud and Ambrose. And then we will have as many wands that I can trust into this team, basically, as possible. And maybe we go Mario's ban and let him have the... Yeah, I think we go Mario's ban, and I think we might be able to deal with this. It's still gonna be hard. We're getting locked out, and Giga like left by the speed, and Gizmo can still kill us, but I think we might have a chance like this. And don't get me wrong, guys. I used Initve a lot in live arena, in classic arena too, but I used a lot in live arena. I was using Queen Eva too when she was new, like after her buff. It's not like I haven't dabbled with the block revive stuff, but the game has kind of moved on. Okay, fuck. Predator got locked out. That's a bit unfortunate, but it's a very squeezy team. Even with the A1, Predator can definitely do things. Okay, nice. We can get a kill on Armans. The biggest hurdle on Predator is that if he gets a turn and, you know, he sees it and he misses his first turn or something like that, or enemy is like, they have ally protections or block damage or something like that, he doesn't get any kills on his first turn and then loses the passive, then it's starting to get bad. But as long as we even get one kill with his tankiness and the bolster, we can definitely survive a few hits, or maybe hit at least. And there being so many AoE abilities in the game, the support champions are kind of always forced to hit him sometimes, maybe even all the time on many champions, but at least some of the time. And then he's gonna start getting some damage out and kills with the passive. Even 20% is good as long as we have a chance to proc it. I feel like we're kind of done with this fight though. He has a lot of CC, but there's no... I have two nukers, there's no way I can not just keep the Gizmo dead with A1s. Okay. Fuck. Just when I said it. This always happens. I triggered the red flag. It's like you're watching a movie or anime or something like that, and they say, we survived that, nothing can go wrong at this point, and then the evil guy shows up and everybody dies. I keep doing it to myself. Okay, come on. One more. We can still do this. I think we're good. I feel like there's actually some voodoo magic going on with this, because every time I say that, then the Fire Nation attacks and nothing is like it used to be. Every time, it's like a curse. I need to stop doing it. Okay, let's see. What's up with the Aftershock? Okay, I don't see any content creators. Anybody remembers how this works, then let me know in the comments. But I thought this clan name was related to some kind of like team of content creators or something like that. But I guess it's not, or at least not anymore. Because I'm pretty sure I've been paying attention a lot to the clan rankings recently. I have talked about it a few more times. I think Ash's clan is kind of up there. I saw it at some point. I think it's kind of somewhere up in the rankings, maybe like top 50 or top 30 or... Oh, there it is, 36. That's Ash's clan, right? Yeah, this is Ash. Has to be. Yeah, it is him. What medals does he have? Top... Oh yeah, he was talking about this. He does have that one. Next season. I'll get this next season. You can clip that and then post it later when I don't get it, but I'm gonna get it. Both live arena completed and I mean both live, well you can say it like that I guess. Both live arena and faction wars completed is kind of hardcore. There is definitely bunch of content creators that have done both of them, like I wanna say, what's his name? Fuck, how do I always forget his name? I had to cheat and look from my Discord. Wait. Fuck. Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper, I meant Grim Reaper. I know he has done it and bunch of others, but it's still pretty big accomplishment. I'm definitely most of content creators in the program haven't done it. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna get Faction Wars completed, I'm not gonna lie. There's no way it's gonna happen in a year or two. I don't know if it's ever gonna happen on my account. I have like a big okay. This is kind of scripted. I didn't even think about it. So some factions I can do 21 easily, like these two, but not all of them. And even on these that I can like auto 21, I have not even tried. I haven't even read the requirements to do like 3-star on most of the levels, and I haven't even gotten to it because I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to the point where I have done the 21. So I feel like it's not relevant until I'm close to doing it. And if I quickly look at my factions, as you can see, Ogrun is 13. It's hopeless. I think I'm stuck at like level 7. I just don't have any Ogrun champions and I can't get anywhere. All of the factions before Ogrun happens to be ones where I can do auto 21. Orc, nowhere close. I think I'm stuck on like 14 or something like that. I think on High Elf I'm kind of close, maybe like 19. I don't remember. Dark Elf probably is the same thing. I think all of these are somewhere between 17 and 19, including Sacred Order and Bannerlords. Barbarian I can auto 21, but it's kind of scuffed. Darth I can do it kind of easily. I think Shadowkin is like 14 or something, not high, and Sylvan is maybe like 17 to 19, so that's where I'm at. There's quite a long way to go. I need to get some really good pulls on multiple factions before I'm gonna think about even starting to prepare for it and get those stars up. So, but some people did it like long time ago and have easily done it. I'm nowhere close to that. I'm almost surprised how common it is that quite many people have fully completed the faction wars, because the rewards are kind of not there. The champion is not worth it. I'm glad, I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad that the champion is not good. That's great. That's the one time that it's Plarium did a great job that the guaranteed champion sucks, so that we're not gonna feel bad about it. I have definitely seen it in live arena a couple times, but I feel like those people are whipping it out just as a flex, and not because they really want to use the champion. Okay, are we gonna get a full speed team based on the blessings and the champions? I think this might be like a full speed team. Yeah, it's a full speed team. I knew it. Would be again kind of like a joker pick if I go for the Mario span, but the Odin is kind of crazy. If he gets both Odin and the Fabian, I need to get some Vans or Polyprox to make something happen on my turns. Calvalax, I wish I could whip it out, but now with the Mercurial, I mean, people were already using Intercept and, you know, Feral and stuff, but especially now with the Mercurial, it's gonna be very RNG that even if you face a speed team like this, it might be that you couldn't poison anybody, or it could be that you could poison like half of their team and win the battle instantly, but it's kind of a risky pick. I go for Embrus for the Wand Relic that he has, because maybe I'll go Mario spam. And by the way, here's a fun fact. When I was talking about Maritska, Niamhe, and what was the other one? Whatever the third was, I would say that I almost see Gnishak as often I see Maritska. I definitely see Gnishak more often than Niamhe. And this team would actually be something that I would see this exact same team during the season. So this is actually kind of like a top tier meta team. Even though with the Gnishak that might sound a little bit funny to people, but Gnishak is kind of the best conventional bomb champion if we talk about using it purely as a nuker, because Comidus does other things than just nuke, but Gnishak is kind of the best nuker actually. But I definitely need some procs here, but we do have a lot of it. We have Predator passive, we have Mode passive, we have multiple polymorphs, multiple wands. Let's see what we get. Okay, everybody is stunned except... oh my god. Predator went ham there. Everybody is stunned except Predator, but he already got the kill and he hasn't even taken a turn yet. Oh, nice. Mode got in and cleansed the lockout from... what you call it? From... from our base. But we don't have whale up. I really want to go for 8... let's just risk it. Okay, we didn't work out. I don't have whale, so I can't kill anybody through the block damage, sadly. But was worth trying. I need to look into Predator in the future. Maybe I can alter his gear and lose a little bit damage and maybe get like 50 more accuracy on the side. It might almost be worth it. If you can get that without like sacrificing too much on the build otherwise, I would definitely try to get accuracy on him. Even though he doesn't really need it, but actually the whale from his passive is not doesn't last very long, and buff strip is so common, and even though everybody hates his H3 and feels like it sucks because it doesn't do damage, the utility on that thing is immense, but in order to get the utility you need to have whale up so that you don't need accuracy. So maybe it actually would almost be worth to build him with a little bit of that if you can. Definitely if you have more like a mid-tier account and you don't have like insane gear, maybe you would have like 2-piece perception with crazy stats that they're like legendary or mythic and they have all the good stats. You know, might totally make sense to run something like that on him actually. If you really go ham on the accuracy, which I wouldn't recommend to go that ham, but you could even go polymorph on him in that case. if you accidentally have to put so much accuracy on him, even that would be an option without 6-star, but I would generally not go that far though. And if he polymorphs people, then he can also get wanded, so that's almost like a little bit counter-intuitive for him sometimes, because he's like a juggernaut that doesn't die and can turn the tides of the battle with RNG. Okay, we're getting screwed by the Odin passive so hard in... We're getting screwed by the Odin passive so hard. It felt like the battle was over a while ago, but I'm getting seized to oblivion, and every time I finally take a turn, Odin passive kicks in. Like, okay, like again, now that I can do counter attacks, now he just procs the passive at the same time. This is so scripted. Okay, we need to... Okay, what block damage? We need to proc the passive against Fabian next turn. We really need to heal from day one. Damn, Odin just carried him so hard in this battle. Odin passive and revive cocked me so hard. This battle was so over, but Odin is OP. Oh, okay, finally. But we have so many bombs on us. Oh no, we're gonna get petrified now. No, okay, well, fuck, okay, it's over, it's over. Now we can't proc the passive anymore, okay. He put a good fight, but the RNG was still rigged on his side, and Odin is just OP. People keep bringing up my comments about Hilvi and Odin being much better than Hilvi, and them kind of occupying the same role, and I still stand on my word. Every time I lose to Hilvi, everybody brings it up, but here's a battle where I lose to Odin, and I definitely lose to Odin way more just on the pure numbers, because obviously I face Odin a lot more than Hilvi. But anyway, it was a good team, like I said. It almost looks like it's not, but this is like a guard tier, top tier team. Oh, he even is like 43 million player power, so he's not even like journeyman player like myself. He wasn't like full 6-star blessing, so it's kind of this is a funny way to use that word. It's kind of like a free-to-play passing account, but this could maybe be like a low spender or even a non-spender, but it's probably actually like whale though. Moving on. Fair play to him, you know. I wanted to get my 10 battle win streak, and now he ruined it, but that's how it goes. If we won this, we would have been 2 battles away from it, but not today. Now it's definitely not happening today. Nerf Odin passive. Hit me up in the comments if you're Odin main, but that's actually OP. Needs to be nerfed. Considering how great my mythic pulls have been so far, Mikage, Galleus and Aphidus, if it goes the way that it has gone so far, next champion is pretty much gonna be Garol. But maybe now with the Garol buff, and as I mentioned in the video I made about Garol, block damage being so relevant in the meta, maybe it would actually be good against the Odins and Niamhes and others. Okay, this is a little bit interesting. There's a crackling roots with her. I don't know how that actually works. I mean, she already ignores Stone Skin. I guess it helps with other skills, but it's I haven't fuck, what do we do? Let's go Necrot. I haven't tried to keep myself up to date with the Metzomel meta since it hasn't been relevant. I don't know if there's a reason to put her in crackling roots, but I don't know why would you do it. I think with the Ward of the Fallen, just with that, but especially with both Ward and Necrot passive, we should be good though. I don't think he can one-shot anything. I mean, I'm sure he could one-shot Predator, but I don't think he wants to roll the dice with that one. I think he's gonna go for Rotos, and Rotos is not gonna die to it. This is a weird team too. I forgot this guy's name. He's actually the only faction lord that I have for Skinwalkers. Good on the faction wars for sure, but not not ultra PvP meta champion. Maybe, I'm sure he gets used a lot in like what do you call it, clan wars, in whatever is the proper word, in the sieges, in Skinwalker's only faction. I'm sure he's good there. Like every niche champion is good in the faction specific sieges, but that being said, that should be obvious. I don't think I've ever seen him an actual laver in a battle before. He does like AoE and buff, strip, stun and heal, but it's not like something crazy. So I'm kind of getting CC to death. Can somebody take a turn? Predator, where is your passive? Did you forget that you have it? Okay, he's out. Come on, bro. Let me take a little bit part in this battle. Can we get a polymorph proc? Where is the polymorph? So, okay, I have only one polymorph in this team. Maybe that was a mistake. But both Predator passive and polymorph being non-existent in this battle is a bit shame. Okay, Rotos, you can take the hit. I think he's going after Predator. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, Rotos, it's all on you. Are we gonna get stunned again? Did he get the cooldown back? Yeah, we're gonna get stunned again. Fuck. Polymorph. We need polymorph now or the battle is over. Polymorph. Okay. Wait. Oh, fuck. We got it, but he has intercept because I haven't like taken a single turn in this entire battle. Fuck. Okay. It's over. Happens, it is what it is. I don't have good ways to deal with that, I guess. One more and we can get a bot battle during the off-season. Now we're totally gonna win though. There's no way we're gonna get 3 losses in a row, come on. But yeah, Predator passive was just missing in that. Okay, we got a scam win, this guy got unlucky. Predator passive, like, it wasn't blocked by any actual debuff, but it was just MIA in that battle. By the way, I'm not doing it on purpose, but it's kind of funny. I mean, it makes sense because, of course, our community is like, in large part, very competitive PvP players in Raid, so people are gonna have strong opinions and disagree on things sometimes. But I'm not doing it on purpose, but I feel like me weighing in is kind of like about the champion balance. Is kind of like my way of rage baiting, because every time I say something like one champion is OP or one champion is not that good, there's always gonna be some people that disagree with it, and that's kind of I swear I'm not doing that to try to boost my video popularity or anything like that. I do it for the love of the game purely, but maybe I need to lean into it. Maybe I need to I need more controversial takes about champion balance, because that always riles people up. But I swear, so far I haven't done it on purpose. I have been an honest actor so far. I think we need more hot takes and rage baiting. Okay. Let me win. It looks like a good team minus Arbiter, but come on, we can win this. Okay, finally a dodge. Another dodge, let's go. Okay, it's done. Predator already won the battle with that. It's over. I don't know if I should even kill people with Rotos, because it would almost be better to save the kills for Predator, but at this point Rotos can kill it even without Predator. Okay, we got feared, but as long as we don't get unlucky with the turn meter from the passive, Mod should go first and hopefully get rid of the... Oh, okay, fear. Never mind. Rotos survived and got the extra turn. Oh fuck, I should have... I guess he has Gloomy Coronet. I didn't see that. I guess I should have done A3, or I should have just done A2 on Marius, to be honest, and saved A3 for next turn, but it doesn't matter. He procced Gloomy Coronet, I wasn't really banking on that, and I was kind of on autopilot. Okay, we cleanse the fear, and it's over. Let's go. I didn't get the bot battle of shame this time. I'll get it multiple times next season, don't worry about it, but I don't want to get it once in off-season. I will feel a little bit sad if I get one in the next week. Okay, this looks like a meta team when I was talking about what is not and what is. It's a good balanced team, that it's not like a speed team, but it has like heavy elements of speed team, and you can't for sure know how the team is built. It could be like ultra fast Fabian, or it could be one with intercept. Same with the Galatir, you're not really sure about the builds, because it could be kind of like multiple choices. It's not running like a full tanky team or speed team, which is kind of the meta actually. But I generally do better against these teams than the full speed teams with the Odins and Gizmax and Comiduses and those types. Marius is still bad, don't get me wrong. But Marius is everywhere. I feel like since Plarium always does the thing that they let something be really OP for a good while, they don't want to nerf it too fast, but they will always, you know, implement something that counters something else so that they can keep the meta fresh and sell shards. I feel like there has to be some kind of champion or passive in the future that counters Marius really hard. Something like, you know, I feel like some of the PvE bosses, I don't remember which one, I'm sure you guys will know immediately, but there is some PvE bosses right in this game where the multi-hits don't do as much damage, and something like that maybe, that multi-hits don't do any damage, or the hits after first one do increasingly less damage, or I don't know, you get buff stripped if you do multi-hits, you get CC'd if you do multi-hits, something along those lines. I totally see something like that happening, and that could be one of the few ways that Marius heavily drops down in usage, because it's kind of so universal and strong and hard to counter, since it's not bothered by buffs or polymorph or anything like that. But if you could always last pick a champion that cocks Marius really hard, that would definitely affect the meta, even if it's not picked in every battle. Just that there was a way to like actually counter Marius, and by countering, I've said this many times before, but people always intercept the word, interpret the word countering in, some people understand it in wrong way. Counter doesn't mean that you can, you know, deal with something or you have 50-50 chance against it. Counter means that you pick rock and I pick paper and you lose and there's nothing you can do about it. So countering is not that, you know, you have a resistance reviver that doesn't get one shot by Marius. That's not a counter. Counter means that you pick like a champion that has a passive or something like that that completely screws over Marius. And that would have to be something very niche, but there's definitely many ways that they can do it. And based on that and the fact that Marius is a free champion and very common, I kind of actually see it happening at some point, because you could totally very easily counter Marius and make him a lot less relevant without like destroying the other champions or the meta. It would kind of be easy to do a targeted nerf against Marius without actually nerfing the champion and having people cry on Reddit or wherever. So that would be totally the Parium thing to do. Not to be like a doom and gloom guy for people who are Marius enjoyers, because it's some guaranteed free champion and very popular and well liked. And obviously I'm biased since Marius hard counters my playstyle, and I don't have any leaks or anything like that, but I totally see it happening. Even Taras and Mariska became a lot less common, so... And they were, you know, the Ukrainian, you know, war champions. And even that happened to them with marriage, with the white duo and just general power creep later. Considering that, I think it's much more... it makes much more sense that they would do it to Marius too. No leaks, but maybe that's another that's another prediction for this year. I have no idea. I'm just, you know, whipping this out of my ass, but maybe Marius is gonna get nerfed by the end of this year. Marius, to be honest, almost had like a too good run, and I'm sure Parium has taken notice of it. Did he get block revived? I don't think he got block revived. Did he? I don't think... No, he didn't die to like... Maybe he died to lightning gauge, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think so. Marius had like a very good and long run so far, and even though Plarium doesn't really focus on the balance that much, I feel like there's a chance that it happens. If it doesn't happen, you guys are gonna forget about this, and if it doesn't happen, then I'm gonna pull this clip later if I remember when it happens, so it's a win-win for me. I can be right, or if I'm wrong, then nobody will know. Okay, as I thought he didn't get block revived, let's go. I think we're still kind of screwed, but maybe there's a chance. Donatello passive is actually doing a lot of work here, because in between me getting CC'd and dying, Donatello passive procs, and we're kind of not able to put... Okay, now it's over. Not able to put a fight against this guy. Oh wait, Marius went first, okay. Thank God. Myrtles is just gonna die a natural death and not... Okay, I think it's probably still over. Yeah, Donatello was doing great work for him in this battle, even though I'm not like running lockout or anything like that. Just the general utility of Donatello was really good. The cooldown reset and the passive kind of kept pressure on my team and away from his team, and was actually really good. Some food for thought, maybe you guys... maybe you can use Johnny even like this. I don't really see that very often, but... He didn't pick Turtles, I didn't pick Lockout, he still went with Donnie and it was great. granted he has very good team and Galatir is giga broken, and I just made a long rant about Marius being super broken and potentially getting nerfed at some point, but even still. Okay, this is gonna be the last battle of the day. Let's dominate this guy. Oh, come on. Wait, I still have time to queue one more. Okay. Sorry for that guy. Plarium again was bugging out and he paid the price. Wait, Final Legends. This is... his name is Seven Sad Pachi. This is Final Kenpachi's clan, right? I don't know if this is Final Kenpachi. It's definitely his clan. Let's see if Kenpachi is streaming. Fuck. I think last time I was watching Ken... Oh, he's not streaming. Last time I was watching Kenpachi, I think he was playing on somebody else's account in Live Arena during his stream. So maybe there could have been a good chance that it's him, but it's not, I don't think. Anyway, shout out to Final Kenpachi, our Turkish free-to-play boy, one of definitely my favorite streamer right now. Not that I have been in that meta too much and, you know, all of my old friends and so on quit and I quit and so on. He's my favorite streamer in Raid for sure, so shout out to Kenpachi. Also does YouTube videos, even though he kind of hasn't popped off there for some reason. I don't know why. He even does pretty good, like, always when there's new PvE content. Unlike me, he actually cares about it, and he always makes some good free-to-play friendly ways to deal with the new PvE content and so on. Let me find his channel. And he's just very chill guy. It's fun to go chat in Kenpachi's stream. There's his YouTube channel, Final Kenpachi, and it's the same on Twitch. Go help a brother out and give him a subscription. Okay. Now that being said though, you know, we gave our compliments to Kenpachi. Now let's destroy his clanmate, hopefully. that would be the best. Let's completely decimate him and not even have a close battle. That would be funny. Looking good so far. I'm obviously getting cucked by Crixia, but I'm not getting Seas here to Oblivion just yet. Okay, fuck. We missed the extra turn there because of the Noel and Santa combo, making the counter attack 100% chance to freeze. That's kind of issue here. Fuck, we haven't got the polymorph. Yeah, we're having to face the freezes. Oh, we got a Van proc there. He got a little bit taste of his own medicine. That's kind of banger. Now that he has that too, now we're not gonna take any counter attacks. That's crazy. Just when it was looking really bad, because Maud got polymorphed and she wasn't gonna, you know, cleanse us when we got frozen, but that was even better. Oh, he got cleansed, fuck. Or not cleansed, but he took a turn before I got a turn with Maud. Nah, we're gonna... fuck. Still not looking that good. Wait, how did I not get frozen? Isn't it like 100% chance? I'm confused. I feel like it's 100% chance with the combo. I don't think we have enough damage to kill the Grixia. Almost. Ah, so close with the ward. So close, fuck. Rotos, why couldn't you do like 100 more damage or something? Okay. Okay, now it's looking good. We got a turn on Predator, he's gonna get 2 kills, or maybe 3 if I can kill the sheep in 1 attack. Can we get 3 kills? I don't think it was 3. Okay, come on. Dodge this and we're done. Ok? Okay, we won. Let's go. Okay, you know, he's a Kenpachi's clanmate. This guy is probably like free to play or free to play adjacent. So let's not get too cocky after this win. But I'm glad we got it. Yeah, I bet this guy is not. He's like a free to play. Anyway, pretty decent session. We still had a few losses, but you can definitely tell the difference between the off-season and the actual season. The level of competition gets way more sweaty when you are like around the top 500 rank, or not even top 500, but kind of close to it. It gets a lot tougher than you might think if you haven't you haven't gone for it, which I now have. Anyway, that's it. Have a nice day. Any questions or comments, put them down below, but that's it. See ya.